Just hit.
Welcome to HU16, I'm Max Ross. In the studio today we are joined by Dr. Dutch Hoggett, known for his vast knowledge of the Beatles and his perfectly crafted, booming radio voice. I thought we'd start today by just hearing a little bit of the history of World Radio Day.
Well, Max, I appreciate being here. World Radio was established in 2012 by the United Nations. And the reason for International World Radio Day is primarily to just recognize the power of radio around the world. A lot of people don't realize that even today, radio is the most powerful worldwide medium.
Absolutely.
Even here in America, a lot of people don't realize how often people listen to the radio. 92% of all Americans are reached by radio on a weekly basis.
Wow.
And that's more than television, that's more than newspaper, it's more than the internet, in fact.
Yes.
So even today, radio is one of the most powerful mediums, even though we don't think about it. You know, we tend to think about the internet and TV and other things, but radio is a very powerful medium. And a lot of it is because of the personal nature of radio. A lot of people connect to the person they're hearing on the radio more so than they do any other medium.
For sure.
So radio is very powerful.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that as people are not aware of World Radio Day, they're also not aware that we have our own little radio station here on campus. So tell me a little about KVHU.
We do. We have KVHU. We went on the air about 2006, so we've been on the air for well over a decade. We're an FM station. We're a commercial FM station, which is unusual for colleges because most are non-commercial. We cover about 60 miles. We cover 10 central Arkansas counties. And our format is a very unique format, probably one of the most diverse formats of any radio station. We have a variety format. Most of our listeners tend to be older adults, 35 plus age group. That's primarily who we target. We have a lot of listeners who just love the variety of music, and that's primarily what we try to do. But we have about 40 to 50 announcers every semester, and they're all students. They come from all kinds of backgrounds, and they do a great job. It's phenomenal when I see students who've never done radio, really have no plans to do radio as a career, but they come in and they do phenomenal jobs. So I really enjoy listening to them.
And there are how many songs on this radio station in the playlist?
We got about just under 74,000
Wow.
right now. Most radio stations run a playlist of anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand. So we're running a playlist of 73,000,
Wow.
which is unheard of for
Unheard of,
most radio
for sure.
stations. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. It's been a pleasure having you, and World Radio Day obviously is very important for us to recognize, and radio in itself. Thank you so much again.
Okay.
I'm going to send it over to Jackson with sports.